Sweitenia macrophylla, from the family Meliaceae, commonly known as big leaf mahogany, large leaf mahogany, broadleaf mahogany, and Honduras mahogany. A large tree, typically reaching 30 to 40 meters in height, sometimes up to 60 meters under very favorable conditions. The bole is often branchless for 18 to 25 meters with diameters up to 1.5 to 2 meters in good sites. It develops buttresses up to several meters. The leaves of mahogany is pinnate compound leaves, typically 2 to 8 pairs of leaflets, each leaflet measuring about 8 to 13 centimeter. Young foliage, sometimes larger leaflets, are ovate to lanceolate, slightly asymmetrical. This plant is inflorescences are panicles, superaxillary, about 10 to 20 centimeter long, sepals and petals fringe, hairy in some instances, petals greenish white to white, moderately fragrant. The fruit and seeds are woody capsules, often upright, that split via bulbs to release many winged seeds. Seed capsules are large, often 10 to 20 centimeter length, seeds flat-winged, aiding dispersal by wind. The bark and wood of this plant are mature trees is dark gray to grayish brown, deeply fissured or flaky. Inner bark tends toward red-brown, pinkish red. The wood is volute, reddish, fine to medium texture, straight to slightly wavy grain, used for high quality. And the native range of mahogany is tropical America, specifically from southern Mexico through Central America, and northern South America, plus across parts of the southern Amazon in Bolivia and Brazil. It was introduced and naturalized in areas widely planted outside its native range as a source of valuable timber. Naturalized in secondary forests throughout the Philippines as well as in many other tropical countries. Ecological impact of mahogany. It was strong invasive potential in the Philippines. Rapidly spreads in disturbed and mixed land use areas, threatens to encroach into native forest stands without interventions. Long distance seed dispersal enhances spread. Winged seeds can be carried by wind up to 500 meters, enabling fast colonizations of open or disturbed habitats. Annual fruiting ensures consistent propagule pressure. And it outcompetes native vegetation. Rapid growth and high competitive ability in degraded or secondary forests demonstrate pioneer behavior, dominating disturbed landscapes, suppresses regenerations of native tree species, reducing forest biodiversity. Also reduce native regenerations and biodiversity. Fewer native seedlings occur under or near mahogany stands due to suppressions or shading. Understory vegetations become sparse, leading to reduced species richness and overall biodiversity. And also, it has allelopathic chemical effects. Reports suggest Sweitenia macrophylla may release allelopathic chemicals that inhibit germinations or growth of surrounding plants. Its leaf litter and decompositions can alter soil nutrients in ways unfavorable to native species. And also, alterations of habitats for fauna. Declines in native plant species reduce food, shelter, and foraging resources for wildlife. Mahogany-dominated forests offer less variety in fruits, flowers, and foliage, lowering habitat heterogeneity. Such stands are sometimes described as dead forests.
Mahogany is a tree with a high economic impact. It has a high international market value. Mahogany is the most economically valuable timber species harvested in the Brazilian Amazon. First quality sawn wood can reach up to $1,800 per cubic meter in export markets in North America and in Europe. A mature 80 centimeter diameter tree can yield up to above 2 cubic meters of sawn wood, worth over $4,100 internationally. Its value is driven by premium traits: attractive grain, workability, strength to weight ratio, decay resistance, suitability for luxury furniture, interior paneling, instruments, and yacht construction. Mahogany is a tree with a high economic impact. It has a high international market value. Mahogany is the most economically valuable timber species harvested in the Brazilian Amazon. First quality sawn wood can reach up to $1,800 per cubic meter in export markets in North America and in Europe. A mature 80 centimeter diameter tree can yield up to above 2 cubic meters of sawn wood, worth over 4,100 US dollars internationally. Its value is driven by premium traits: attractive grain, workability, strength to weight ratio, decay resistance, suitability for luxury furniture, interior paneling, instruments, and yacht construction. Mechanical control, such as manually uprooting seedlings and saplings or cutting mature trees, often forms the first line of intervention, as mahogany reproduces prolifically and can establish dense populations when left unmanaged. According to Baginon et al. 2005, mechanical methods alone are labor-intensive and may be insufficient if follow-up monitoring is lacking, as mother trees can produce hundreds of seeds annually. Biological control of mahogany in the Philippines is very limited, and no formal biological control agents in use, though natural herbivory observed in other regions provides significant potential to find specialized insects or pathogens, which to prevent ancillary effects would require intensive ecological evaluation. For chemical control, it is impregnation of cut stems or basal bark with systemic herbicides should supplement mechanical removal by preventing sprouts, but must be carefully considered in order to prevent damage to surrounding native vegetation, especially in sensitive habitats such as protected areas. Since targeted management actions are lacking in many localities, integration of the strategies along with ongoing monitoring, stakeholder engagement, and dissemination for native trees provides the most viable means native species. Since the targeted management action are lacking in many localities, integration of the strategies along with ongoing monitoring, stakeholder engagement, and dissemination for native species provide the most viable means of addressing invasive Sweitenia macrophylla behavior.